Hey folks, Ariel over here at Nyth, where today, as you can see, it is snowing once again. It's been snowing off and on for a few days, and the ground will get a little white, then the sun will come out for a minute, melt a lot of it, then it'll get white again, so we're kind of back and forth still. Anyway, what I am doing here is kind of my final cleanup of some of the stuff around the house here. I'm trimming these things back. These are all my flowers and stuff that were here blooming away beautifully all summer. Now that we've had a bunch of, it's been below freezing every night, not even above freezing every day, but the temperature's down to close to zero. All this stuff is pretty much froze. You can see how limp and dead the leaves are looking. This is all going into my compost pile, but I am just trimming it off here because it's easier than pulling many of the things out by the roots. The roots have fairly substantial systems. I don't want to pull all of the soil out of my beds. Good baby. Good boy. Love you. Out of my planters and such. And some of the things are perennials. Like this is stuff that's called Creeping Jenny. This comes back every year. So I certainly don't want to pull it out by the roots, even though I can cut off a lot of its foliage here that's freezing at this point. And the other reason I'm doing this is not just to clean it up so that there will be room. Some of these things have more shallow root systems, but even they have a good bit of dirt on them. This is a lissum. It is an annual, though it usually reseeds itself because it seeds very prolifically. But that plant's not coming back next year. The other reason is because I use these two spots. If you've been around here for more than the last little bit, and I know a whole lot of you guys are new, and welcome, and we're excited to have you here. If you've got questions about things, go check out some of the 500 plus videos. If you go to the channel homepage, you can find them all sorted by chronological order under the videos tab or by topic under the different playlists. I'm glad to have you here. Anyway, if you've been here before, you've probably seen that all winter I usually have a couple trash cans sitting right outside the door. And now that it's snowing like this, it is time to get them back there, because what those do are, one holds my backup firewood. I like to keep one trash can full of my little tiny firewood right here beside the door where I can easily get to it. If I ever just have gotten lazy, haven't refilled my bin inside, don't want to walk to the wood pile because it's night or I don't feel well or whatever, and that trash can holds enough wood that would last me about a week. I generally just don't touch it. I keep it there kind of for in case of emergencies or being very lazy. The other trash can is what I put my firewood or my ashes from the fireplace in for the year. And they're both metal trash cans. It's not touching the house or anything flammable. That's Burley chasing chipmunks that squawk at him. And so those two things live right outside my door where they're really handy. The ashes collect in that bin until spring, and then I use them, as seen in previous videos, to help speed up the melting of snow in my yard so I can get back to gardening again. And then it turns into fertilizer for the yard and garden. But to be able to set them here nicely for the winter, I need to have a semi-flat surface, and so all of this stuff needs to go. Burley, come here. Come on, good boy. There's a couple weeds in here. I pull them out at this time of year as I'm going too, even though they're pretty much dead because I don't want that stuff to come back next year either. If you guys ever need a clippers like this, I've used a lot of different ones working for different people over the years. This one is one of the most awesome ones I have ever found. It just fits my hands really well, and it stays sharp practically forever. You can find it on Amazon.com/shop/Nyth if you're interested. But anyway, if you're going to ask a question about that, that's where that is. So I'm just trimming this all up. Going to go in the compost. Got videos about how I do composting, and you can too. And in just a sec here, you're going to see me finishing up my projects here to have this area all ready for the winter. So I want these to be somewhat level surfaces to put that setup on, and check out what I do. Oh, these two scrap pieces of plywood just live over there beside the wood pile for the summer. And they make these perfect little lids right on top of those whiskey barrels to be my winter platforms. Now I'm going to put my trash cans on there. Big metal trash cans are great for this kind of thing. Nothing can chew into them like a mouse, and they're definitely not flammable for putting things like ashes in, though they're usually cold before they go in here. You certainly would not want to put them in a plastic or any kind of flammable container. So this is just going to sit right there. The snow piles up around it, it's not touching anything. And then my other one is my extra wood bin. Just slightly heavy, as you can probably tell, because it's already full of firewood. So, if you haven't seen my little baby firewood for my little baby stove, that's what that is full of, and that is all ready to go. So, I'm going to let you guys go, get the camera out of the snow, and just finish up trimming down all these, now dead flowers along the edge there, and adding them all to the compost bin. That's one of my fall chores here, or winter, whatever you want to call it, to be ready for it to be really winter. Hopefully you guys are all ready for the change of seasons, whatever that means in your area for the seasons you have. Have a lovely day, folks. Hi folks, Ariel over here. Thanks for spending some of your valuable time watching these videos. Hopefully you found something beautiful, educational, interesting, peaceful, relaxing, or useful while you are here. If so, find more videos here, subscribe so you don't miss any updates, and if you like what you found here, feel free to like and share away so that others can benefit as well. You all have a wonderful day.